Well, I guess that might make for a good story, Tom. But if you want a really good story, somebody has to inherit a house. House, Tom. Oh shit. We're jumping on this franchise and we're doing two movies right off the bat, which is dumb, but fuck it. Let's do it.
Well,
House.
that's only because you fucked up last week, Joe.
House. No, I wanted you to have time to talk about Jesus, which you did. You filled quite a bit of
No.
time talking about uh, House. I didn't see this one in the theater. I think I saw this on cable when it first came out. And I don't know why I picked this franchise because I remember not liking it back then. Because it is well, getting into the plot of the movie, it's about this writer guy. He's kind of famous and whatever, signing autographs and shit in a bookstore. And he
I
inherits a
think his
house.
name was Buck Angel.
Buck Angel, yes. He inherits a house that his auntie committed suicide in very recently.
He's also a black guy.
And so he goes to this house and figures, hey, this is the perfect place to finish my memoirs of Vietnam, my time in Vietnam. And he
And
goes,
there's flashbacks of this motherfucker in Vietnam, and he's like totally, totally miscast as a soldier. Like Urkel would be better cast as a soldier than this motherfucker. All the flashback scenes where he's supposed to be like an army tough or the most, you're looking at it like, what the fuck?
well,
This what?
the flashback scenes are done on a set with a bunch of fake plants all around, and they all look like shit. They all look shit. But getting back to the plot, um, weird shit starts to happen in this house. Weird stuff like I don't know. It's like I'm already putting this movie out of my mind because I'm not the biggest fan of horror comedy, and like this movie starts out like it's going to be a straight up horror movie. If you let me know from the beginning, like, hey, this is just a stupid, goofy movie, I'm cool with it. But this one, like, it doesn't know. Fuck it, let's just do comedy now, and it does stupid shit like Cousin It shows up in the movie. We're heavily makeup Cousin It, trying a different role for a change, and it's just jumping around, fighting a hand. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't fuck.
So Buck Angel's aunt has this house which was haunted, and she was trying to trick the ghosts in the house by hanging herself. Unfortunately, it didn't work and she just died. So now she haunts the house too. And it's weird that it's the aunt's house because, like, there's flashbacks of old Buck Angel, his wife, and their kid, like, living in the house. And there's, like, a bunch of pictures of them as a family
Yeah,
in the house. So, I
yeah.
mean, that's kind
Kid,
of like, what the fuck?
the kid had disappeared one time when they were visiting the house or some shit, and
Yeah, this dude was fucking high on blow, just frantically trimming the hedges like he's never used fucking gardening shears or any kind of tools before in his life.
well, this
And he
kid
just like,
pool, and you got to keep an eye on your kid if they're in the pool. Come on, fucking people.
I mean, the kid wasn't in the pool. The kid was playing with like a Tonka truck or some shit. And literally 1 second later, he got up, he bamfed pretty much. He pulled a night crawler and just fucking like that. He was, oh, I fucked up and looked in the pool and now I'm in here and I can't fucking swim and shit. Luckily, there's a fucking child molesting demon ghost who's gonna fucking lock me in a cage for weeks, months,
Years.
years, doesn't really say how long the kid has been missing or presumed dead. That probably could have helped. But after that, the Buck Angel and his fucking wife's relationship gets a little rocky. I don't know if they're divorced or separated. Movie doesn't really say. But so after the funeral of his aunt, he thinks, oh, it'll be a good idea for me to finish up my book in the place where my son went missing and my fucking life took a turn for the worse. So he does that, and a whole slew, 5 or so, ghosts and goblins romp around the house, and the big fat motherfucker from Cheers comes and helps him try and get rid of the ghosties from the house, and hilarity ensues, Joe.
It does not.
Hilarity. I like it. It's the story's not great, but all the creature stuff and the monster shit's really fucking cool. Except if you watch the 2K Blu-ray scan and there's some close-ups of Big Ben, and behind the mask you can see like the actor's teeth and mouth and shit, which normally that wouldn't be that bad, but when your mask has the teeth right up front, a little distracting to see the actor's teeth behind that shit. So, as we say time and time again, not everything needs to be on Blu-ray with these new scans and shit.
Certainly
Maybe you go in there with a little digital marker and color that out when you're doing your restorations and editing and shit. Go the extra mile if you're gonna fucking do it. Pull a George Lucas and just, Steven Spielberg, throw some walkie-talkies in their hands and shit like that. But yeah, it's a fun monster movie. The story isn't the best. It's gonna be a while till I watch this one again. I'll tell you that, but
me too. Like never.
I'd say it's definitely worth a watch, but growing up, because I've seen this, I'm pretty sure before I was able to drive. So in my early teens, like on message boards and shit, people would always say how this one was a piece of shit. So you're not in the minority, Joe.
Right, good.
But if you like a fun monster movie, I mean, it's a fun monster movie.
It's not.
It's not the best. It's not the worst. And your boy, Kane Hodder's in it. He plays the purple witch lady.
He is. But we'll get to him.
We will. Hey, Joe.
Also, the music is done by Henry Manfredini, and it sucks. This movie,
yeah.
The music should enhance like parts of suspense or whatever. It should be part of the movie. It should be something you don't really even notice. If you fucking notice it and it's distracting you, that's a shitty score. This score is very, very distracting.
Well, I wouldn't say it's distracting, but not the score I would have used or the score I would have thought for old Manfredini, but when you're just known for the that's what people want. Excuse me. The more I talk, the more I'm gonna have to go to that doctor. God damn.